Okay, so we've talked about posting and inviting and connecting and all that fun stuff that we do as coaches. But now you have your first person who signed up and you have your first challenger. And it can be so easy to get caught up in the actions that we already talked about, the inviting, connecting, posting, that you forget, oh my God, what do I do when I sign up a challenger? But that is where your job really starts. That's your number one responsibility as a coach, is to help your challengers, and you're going to get them the results that they are looking for. So the way we do that, obviously, is through challenge groups. You've probably been through a challenge group or you're in a challenge group right now. So when you get started, you're going to be plugged into your coach's challenge group, and the idea is that you will help them run that challenge group. You'll start creating posts, maybe a couple posts a week, but then eventually you want to branch off and create your own challenge group. You can take some things that you liked from your coach's challenge group and put that into the challenge group you create. You can go a totally different direction. You can do whatever you want. It is really up to you. So just because your coach does a challenge group a certain way doesn't mean that's how you have to do it. You can get creative as you want. You can do themed groups. I've seen people do Harry Potter groups, Friends themed groups. There's really no limits here. So that's one of the really cool things that we do as coaches. We're helping people get results, but we all have our own kind of spin to it. So please be creative with it. Do what feels right to you. So you know that within the challenge group, we're there to support our challengers and help motivate them and give them tips and recipes, support whatever they need. But how do you get your challenger from the time of purchase to the point that they're on day one of their challenge group? And for me, the second they purchase their challenge pack, that's when my job really starts. So right away, I send them kind of a new challenger welcome email. And there are links to a document to get new challenger started in our Team Empower page. So you can search within the team page for that document or ask your coach to tag you in that post. That is totally fine. But within that are some of the scripts that I use in my new challenger emails. There's a link to a Google form that I give to my new challengers so they can fill out some questions and I can get to know them more and understand their goals more, because again, that's what you're here for. You're here to understand their goals and help them reach their goals. So that starts right away by sending them that welcome email and kind of getting them engaged right away. From there, the day before they're going to start their program, I send them a kind of before day one getting started email, just kind of making sure they have everything figured out, asking them when do they plan to work out, having them send me their before photos, because if they don't take before photos, then they have no way of measuring whether or not they are getting results throughout. So it's your job as your coach to hold them accountable to taking those before photos and getting them set up before their first day, just the same way that you got set up. Show them how to access their workouts if they're not sure how to. Show them where the meal plans are and all of that. Just be there to answer their questions, but be there to set them up for success in the beginning so that they're just ready to rock and roll day one and they're having fun and enjoying the experience, because that's what you want. You want to give them the best experience so that they want to keep doing challenges with you, or maybe they even want to coach in the future. So I'm also checking in throughout the process. I'm giving them an awesome experience in the challenge group through the content I'm creating, but I'm also checking in one-on-one, weekly or a couple times a week, depending what they want. And I'm just asking, how are things going? Like, how can I help you? You just want to be there to be that little nudge on the shoulder saying, what can I do for you? Are you feeling good? Anything you're struggling with? And just to push them, because you know that they're capable of it and you want them to have that amazing feeling at the end, knowing that they gave their all. So that's your job, to be their motivator. So the most important thing is to not overcomplicate it. Just think about when you got started, what did your coach do for you? They were probably there for you. They were supportive for you. They made sure you were set up for success. So just think of it that way. Like, how would you want to be set up for success? And maybe that's different than the way that your coach got you started. But again, you kind of have that executive decision power to do it the way you want to. So just give your challenger the best experience and make sure that you're there to support them.